Okay, I would like to request, thank you. I would like to request that the board comes back from executive session. May I have a motion?
So, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
We need to read the whole thing. Go ahead, Mark.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to come back into regular session from executive session where no action was taken.
Right?
Second,
And a
discuss.
second,
Second.
and roll call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillo.
Yes.
Secretary, Mark Dominguez,
Yes.
Trustee Andrea Savvy. Yes. Trustee Richard Riddell,
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano,
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
No comments, still on the board, please, huh? See the.
Real quick, okay, the next item, discussion and action on legal matters discussed during the executive session. And during the executive session, we discussed Dr. Linder, your evaluation. Let me give you some comments on each of the items. You have your, you don't need to write them down because I'm gonna follow up this afternoon or tomorrow morning with these in writing so that you can respond to them in writing. And then on August the 24th at 10:00, we will have another session on your evaluation to discuss these suggestions and to develop some goals that the board and yourself will work. Okay? The first one, you have the form. Let me see if I have the line for you. You can look at right on. Yeah, but that's the one. Figure out how to say I'm not, but I did find the way. Well, I didn't have her look at this one. She just, you can, actually, you can even keep this. I'll make it. Here, I have one there. Just make sure. Yeah, those are for response. Wait, let me see if it's the right one, because I said everybody the wrong one. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. Okay, first one, finance, let me see, accountability. First one is financial stability, fiscal stability, fundraising, capital outlay. And the discussion centered on the resolution to the bank so that we can start to get the audits and reconciliations done. And that's the goal that needs to be looked at. Second one is the assets, because we don't have a clear list of assets. Given the data that we were provided with at the last meeting. Third is the contractors for the housing. Something needs to be done. And fourth is the capital outlay. I know you weren't at the meeting, but perhaps you can give us some kind of idea as to where it stands. Letter B, staff leadership vacant positions, and the concerns here are that there have been some job description changes. We need to know how that happened, why, etc. The CFO position has not been filled. And there's also a building trades person who said that he came to apply and he was told that there was no position available. And I think that the college didn't need anybody, and I think that's been one that a lot of people have asked for. So just an FYI. Letter C, workday and chess has impacted employee morale quite a bit. I'm sure there's a way that something can be done to be able to help employees to be able to do that as well as their jobs. Letter D, targeted outreach, nothing in the schools or in the satellites. Nothing has happened. There hasn't been a lot of outreach for that already. Number 2, compliance assurance, the audit 24 is complete. FY 25 you said would be completed at the beginning of September. We need to go as progress. And that you don't need to answer, you just need to respond in writing. FY 26, what's the progress on that? Letter B, HED, HLC, and USDE. HED contacts And we're concerned about the feasibility report. I don't know if you can ask them what's happening. They were supposed to return the information in June and we haven't heard anything. HLC, I think we're doing well with HLC. USDE, there's actually nothing we can do because that's a whole other situation happening in Washington. Number 3, increased student success. Enrollment and participation is down. There has been no outreach. We know the enrollment is down. I don't know if it's stabilized or if it's gone up in the past week or by next week, which is the end of
Are these, you have given me different goals for data, of priorities that are not this in the city.
this is the one that we did the redone.
I'm just telling you that the goals that you guys came up with in May are not all these things. So
This is the one that we finalized.
I shall provide you with.
Okay. What was I? Number 3, increase student success. Okay, enrollment, participation, completion dates, and that there should be somewhere where we can access data, student enrolls, does he complete that type of information, student outreach. There hasn't been very much student outreach in trying to get the schools or staff outreach in trying to get the schools to enroll students and businesses. Has there been anything? If there has, can you give us that information? Workforce alignment. Has there been anything in terms of what the business needs, a collaboration with the college and businesses? Are there advisors for students? There's been issues where people have complained about that. And is there any internships? Letter E, program review and adjustment. Has there been data to determine employment opportunities for each of the programs? And I know at some time you said that you're gonna revisit all the programs. Letter F, satellite revitalization. And no classes and no programs that we know of. There have been some in Mora, a little bit in Springer, but nothing in terms of classes. Letter G, student housing, there has been no movement and suggestion has been to do a CES review of contractors maybe, so that we can try to get back on track with that. Number 4, increase presidential expertise in performing CEO duties. The first one is communication, board of trustees. Progress report not aligned to evaluation form, which is what you just mentioned. And that has to do with trying to align it with this form. And that's what you're gonna do when you give me your data. There hasn't been enough communication. For example, we heard about a current grant where a business gave a cement truck. And they wrote a grant. We didn't know anything about that. So all of that should be communicated to the board of trustees so that when we're out there, they say, did you know? We say, yes, we did know. Number 2, employees, communication with employees, and the concerns have been the attrition rates, the difficulty in hiring, and the development of policies that are gonna be consistent in terms of vehicles. Number 3, community partnerships. We know you attend meetings, but has there been any examples of partnerships or collaborations? If you could give us examples of that. Number 4, best practices, professional development, documentation, do you have that? And we have a couple of suggestions. Perhaps some leadership training and fostering student management. Those 2 items maybe we need to look into. And letter C, funding, and the only concern here is that there has to be more personal and professional involvement as far as the president in taking it up with the legislature, with government, and with industry. Any other comments? Did I forget anything?
I think my concern is when I was going through your report, it was aligned to these. That's because it was aligned to what the goals we outlined in it, not to these rules. So we will clarify that.
Okay.
And I think so that I have goals, you guys made me and
Yes, and I think they're the same goals, they're just on their performance.
So I think what needs to happen, Madam Chair, from here on out is that to give the board what's given to, Dr. Litter, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
That's the very, that's,
At this point, this is our form, so we'll continue to use this one. So, I will also provide you the numbers that you received.
this is just my weekly update. That's just my weekly update.
I'll provide you with the numbers that you received on the charts and of course, basically I give you the concerns. So, the next meeting will be on the 24th.
Yes.
Monday. Yes, Monday, the 24th at 10 o'clock, and we're going to give you this information and then you're gonna provide a verbal, a written response, and then we're gonna discuss and we're gonna make some suggestions, some goals for the next ballot. Is that okay? Okay, letter 7, announcement on date, time, and location of next meeting, so our next special meeting regarding the president's evaluation will be August 24th at 10 o'clock. Next regular board of trustees meeting Tuesday, September 8th at 10 o'clock. And I would like to ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Very much, sir.
RB and MD, roll call?
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Louise Portillo.
Yes.
Secretary Mark Dominguez,
Yes.
trustee Andrea Sadi,
Yes.
trustee Richard Vito,
Yes.
trustee Yolanda Madrano,
Yes.
trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
But that's what, those are committees, so.
Thank you.